Once upon a time, in a quaint little town, there lived a woman named Aurora. She was an ordinary woman with an extraordinary dream: to voyage to the moon. Every night, as she lay in her cozy bed, she gazed up at the shimmering stars through her window and wondered what it would be like to set foot on the moon's silvery surface. Aurora's fascination with the moon grew with each passing night, and she yearned to explore its mysteries up close. One evening, while the moon glowed brightly in the sky, an idea as bright as the moon itself popped into Aurora's mind. Why not climb up to the moon on a long, sturdy rope? It will be a daring adventure, and I'll get to see the moon up close. The more she thought about it, the more excited she became. The very next day, Aurora gathered all her courage and went to see the wise old inventor, Mr. Harrison, in the neighboring town. She shared her grand dream of voyaging to the moon and her plan to climb there on a rope. Mr. Harrison, although amazed by her enthusiasm, was also a bit worried. "My dear Aurora," he said, "climbing to the moon is no easy feat. The journey will be treacherous, and you'll face many challenges along the way." But Aurora was determined, and her heart was set on this daring adventure. Mr. Harrison, being kind-hearted, decided to help her fulfill her dream. He worked day and night to create a special rope, one that was both strong and light, fit for this incredible journey. Finally, the day arrived when everything was ready. The moon shone brightly in the night sky, beckoning Aurora to come closer. With Mr. Harrison by her side, Aurora strapped the rope around her waist, and he tied the other end securely to a massive oak tree. "Remember, Aurora," he warned, "this is a perilous journey. Hold tight to the rope, and don't let go, no matter what happens." With a deep breath, Aurora began her ascent. At first, the journey was thrilling as she climbed higher and higher. She felt the cool breeze on her face, and the stars seemed to cheer her on. But as she climbed further, the night grew darker, and the air grew thin. Aurora encountered a flock of twinkling space birds, playfully trying to pull her back down. "No, you don't," she shouted, gripping the rope tighter. With determination and a little laughter, she shooed them away. Then, she faced a challenge she had never anticipated. A cluster of fluffy moon clouds surrounded her. These mischievous clouds tried to tickle her and make her let go of the rope. But Aurora held on, squirming and laughing as she swatted them away. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, Aurora reached the moon. She was overwhelmed with joy as she stepped onto the lunar surface, feeling the soft dust beneath her feet. She gazed at the Earth from the moon's perspective, a breathtaking sight she could never have imagined. As the moon bathed her in its gentle glow, Aurora felt a sense of peace and wonder that she had never experienced before. She explored the moon's landscape, marveling at its craters and mountains, and she even found a peculiar moonflower, which bloomed only in the moonlight. Time flew by, and Aurora knew it was time to return home. With a heavy heart, she started her descent. The journey back was even more challenging, but Aurora persevered, knowing she had to reach home. As she neared the ground, the rope got tangled in a tree, and Aurora found herself dangling in midair. But she didn't panic. Instead, she carefully freed herself and landed safely on the ground with a big smile. Mr. Harrison, who had been waiting anxiously, rushed to her side. "Aurora, you did it. You made it to the moon and back," he exclaimed, amazed by her bravery. Aurora hugged him tightly and said, "It was incredible, Mr. Harrison. I'll cherish this adventure forever." From that day on, Aurora's story spread far and wide. Her courage and determination inspired many others to dream big and reach for the stars, just like she did. And though she never went back to the moon, the memory of her voyage remained a bright star in her heart, shining for all eternity. And so, dear children, if you ever find yourself gazing up at the moon with wonder, remember Aurora's story and know that dreams do come true for those who believe in themselves and dare to reach for the impossible. Sweet dreams, everyone. Until next time.